Amy Rose, where do we start with you? You know, when it comes to the characterization of Sonic characters, I think Amy is probably in the top 3 most discussed currently. I mean, people always argue about Sonic. He's the main character. He's had so many different interpretations. People are always gonna argue about Sonic. The one character I feel like people consistently cannot agree on is Amy Rose. Is she this absolutely love-obsessed Sonic fanboy? Or is she this tarot card wielding, absolutely independent woman who just wants to go around and spread love in the world? I don't know. It seems like this is the new direction Sega wants to take. Fair enough, we'll see where it goes. But I remember that old Amy personality, the one that wanted Sonic so bad. And honestly, I think the thing that encapsulates what Amy was at that point in the series is probably her theme song in Sonic Adventure, My Sweet Passion. Now, this song did debut in Sonic Adventure, but it has gone on to be used in a lot of subsequent Sonic games in which Amy has been featured in. So it's kind of become her main theme. Now, whether this will continue going forward, I'm not quite sure. But for those people who are fans, especially in the 2000s to the 2010s, this is the song that we associate when Amy comes on the screen. As a general view of the track, the song is basically just about Amy wanting to be Sonic's girl, which we're gonna get into that later because there are some interesting lyrics in this song in my opinion. But first I want to start off with the production. Now the song was written and composed by Fumi Katatani, who has done a lot of work on the Sonic franchise from the Adventure days all the way up to Colors. This song goes for a really jazzy and funky vibe which we're greeted with immediately off the top. We have an incredibly funky bass line, almost something that you would kind of associate with Persona 5 these days. It has some similar sounds in there, accompanied by a striking brass section to really open up the track. And the production doesn't change too much throughout the track, it's kind of similar the whole way through, except the chorus when it kind of amps up a bit more. But don't mistake simple for undercooked. This track is a vibe the whole way through. Now the vocalist for this track is a Canadian singer called Nikki Gregoroff. I hope I'm saying that right. Now I looked up her credentials and she's done a few things around the music industry. She's sang with people like Joe Jackson and Britney Spears. She's written songs for Lego Friends, the TV show and the movie. And as well as Sonic, she's been in the Pokemon movie and Pokemon TV shows too. Apparently she also has done a lot of TV jingles and voiceovers, and she's the one who's in the Maybelline ads. You know, the maybe it's Maybelline? That's her apparently, which is kinda crazy. A little fun fact there. But anyways, right now we're talking about her vocal work on My Sweet Passion. Overall, I think she does a pretty good job. Her voice almost sounds like if they were gonna do a Sonic musical, that's what Amy would sound like. And to be honest, with a lot of the vocal themes in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, I feel like they almost got singers that would sound like the characters, or that the characters would sing like that. Which makes sense because a lot of the vocal themes are written in a way where it's from the main character's perspective. And My Sweet Passion is no exception to this. The things said in this song are clearly the ramblings of a delusional girl who has a crush on this guy that she sees as the coolest dude ever. Let's really break it down. So along with that funky bass line we mentioned earlier, Nikki comes in on the vocals with this harmonic vocalizing that almost kind of shows like a simplicity. Like, it really just feels like Amy just strolling along minding her business. You know, the you know, just walking along, doing her own thing, not a care in the world except this guy that she's thinking about. It's catchy and it really hooks the listener right in from the beginning. And the first set of lyrics start off talking about Amy wanting to go on an adventure. You know, this is Sonic Adventure after all.
I got up my map and it shows someplace I wanted to go. Packed up my stuff, set out for adventure.
Assuming this is right after Sonic CD, obviously Amy has been inspired by meeting Sonic and wants to, you know, go on adventures and be as cool as he is. I mean, in the next line she goes on to talk about how she wants to paint herself blue because blue is Sonic's lucky shade.
I know that your lucky color is that cool shade. Won't mind painting myself blue for you.
I don't really know practically what that means, but you know, good for her, I guess.
I guess I'm so easy to understand. I just do whatever comes to me naturally.
And then the next lines proceed to talk about how she is just easy to understand. Like, she really just does whatever she feels like, which is a very Sonic mentality. Like, Sonic is known for being like the wind and doing whatever it takes, whatever he feels like. So in this way, Amy is almost kind of mirroring Sonic after having met him. She's inspired. She just wants to go on adventures and do whatever she can. The next line is probably the most perplexing line in the whole song.
I do understand the feelings of a person. This looks so cute. I had to shave it.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, I don't know what they were cooking when they wrote that, but the implication is kind of crazy for a Sonic game. Like, what does a Persian cat have to do with anything? Persian cats are known for having long hair, and then she talks about she had to shave it. Amy, come on now. Now this next line kind of makes a bit more sense.
He reminds me of parsley when he's standing there. Makes me wanna be his speciality.
Parsley is used as like a garnish and like a flavoring for like food. You know, it's the green stuff they put on top when they serve it, you know. And she wants to be Sonic's speciality, so she wants to be the food that the parsley is on top of. I don't like where this is going again.
I guess I'm just a self-centered girl. But there are nights that I have trouble going to sleep.
And then she kind of closes off the verse by basically saying that I guess she's self-centered, but there's some nights she can't go to sleep, presumably because she's thinking about Sonic all night. We know about you. So she's not really just thinking about herself. Whew. Alright, well, now let's get into the hook.
Sweet girl, so sweet. So many things I want. Sweet, sweet girl, so sweet. I wanna be a wonderful girl.
Now the chorus talks about how, you know, he's sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. She obviously thinks that Sonic is sweet. But she talks about wanting to be a wonderful girl and that he probably needs her as much as she needs him.
You probably need me just as much as I need you.
So she wants to be better and improve herself because she feels like Sonic needs her. Like Sonic needs her to be powerful, Sonic needs her to be, you know, strong. As much as she needs Sonic to uplift her and that she wants to be with Sonic. And ultimately, that's the vibe of the whole rest of the song and the whole song in general. It's just kind of about Amy trying to find herself in a way. And Sonic has kind of inspired that, so she attaches herself to Sonic. But at the same time, if you actually play Sonic Adventure, a lot of Amy's story is about becoming more independent and that she actually does things herself. Like we see she helps Gamma, for example, throughout the story. You know, she jumps in and helps certain characters. There's times where she jumps in so Sonic can go and do something else. So she's perfectly capable of being an independent character. And she doesn't really need Sonic, but Sonic just serves as the inspiration. And that's what she's attached to right now. Which I think, honestly, is a pretty good lead into where Amy is today. I just think the way that they went about it was probably not the best way. But if you just go off that Sonic Adventure story alone, you can kind of see that's where they wanted to take her character. That's the story that they wanted to tell with her and the development they wanted. And this song kind of signifies that sparking point, that starting point of, like, she wants to go on adventures by herself. You know, later on in the song, she talks about how we're free to get whatever we want to have. And she's like, we should live our lives the way that it ought to be. So she wants to find that independence and find what she wants to do and how she wants to live her life. But she still hasn't quite gotten over that Sonic aspect yet. The real delusion isn't that Sonic won't requite these feelings. The real delusion is that she even needs Sonic in the first place. And that is my analysis of My Sweet Passion. If you guys enjoyed that, let me know what song I should analyze next. That was a fun one to talk about. It's kind of a weird song, but honestly, if you just kind of don't pay too much attention to the lyrics, it's kind of a bop. But even if you do, there's a little bit more than just what's on the surface. But yeah, I know it's been a while since my last video, but we're back. Let me know what else you want me to talk about anyway, in terms of Sonic, anything. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Go ahead, watch one of these other videos that pops up on the screen. And yeah, peace!